This is the most broken build I've ever seen in play, but it was worth it. This player, my friend Josh, brought a bag of rats, and he completely broke the campaign because he wasn't just fighting the bosses. He wasn't fighting the enemies. He was farming rats mid-combat to become unkillable. So the setup is our GM told us right up front it was going to be a super dangerous trap tournament style dungeon, like Tomb of Horrors or Tomb of Annihilation. And he told us no mercy. So we accepted our mission and we did what good gamers do. We tried to break the game. I made this goblin build called the Ice Knife. It was basically stacking vulnerability to ice damage and creating combat advantage with every hit. It was janky, but it worked. And then my buddy Josh built an ogre who could rip apart buildings with just a crowbar. But that wasn't even the broken part. He had this weird one-off magic item that was a bag of rats. And every time he hit something, he could trigger effects. Every time he killed something, he got temporary HP and a bonus to hit. Instead of fighting enemies, he started farming rats until he was plus 20 to hit and plus 40 damage every combat. Mid-combat, while we're fighting, he's throwing rats. He's chucking rats. So many rats. He's gaining buffs. He's healing. He's scaling up. And then the DM ruled if he threw them, they exploded on impact, which was disgusting and awful, but very funny. So session 1, we steamrolled everything. It did not matter what he threw at us. Undead were ripping themselves out of the ground, chasing us down hallways. He had traps, javelin throwers. We walked right into an ambush and didn't even notice, but it didn't matter. Half the party didn't even need to fight. We were making jokes about whose turn it was to actually deal with the combat. And the DM realized what he had done. He was like, okay, you know, he told us he was going to get his. So next session, same thing. Starts off exactly the same. We're flying towards the end and we hit the treasure room. Gold, loot, magic items. That's what we're expecting as he's starting to narrate this. And instead, there's a massive silver mirror in the center of the room. And as we go up to it, all the doors around us slam shut. And the surface of the mirror boils away. And out of the slag appears perfect copies of us with the same builds, the same abilities, and the same broken mechanics. Just with the opposite handedness. So if you're right-handed, now they're left. It was a great touch. Everything we had been abusing up till that point was now getting turned against us. The fight was a massacre. Thank goodness the other characters were equally broken and that we knew them really well at that point. The cleric was dropping massive area of effects, AoEs, that could ignore allies. The summoner had pulled out all his stops and just obliterated the DM with action economy. I think we all had a dire bat as a mount, and there were a bunch more just chasing some enemies, just causing issues and eating up opportunity actions. My character, the Ice Knife, died almost instantly from a rarely seen mechanic called Death from Massive Damage. And honestly, it was hilarious. I could only laugh. The DM didn't nerf us. He didn't pull his punches. He let us do whatever we wanted. He just made us fight ourselves. We broke his game and he tried to turn it back on us. It was a blast for everybody. And honestly, I really want to run a game like this. I had a very similar situation at Gen Con one year with a DM that was running a heavily modified Dogs in the Vineyard game. And he just leaned into whatever we were doing. And we just really felt like superheroes. It was very cool. But I'm curious, what broken builds have you seen or played? What's the toughest encounter that you've ever survived? What did your GM think of it?